This is Spicy Blackened Squid or Sotong Masak Hitam, a classic Malay dish that looks intimidating but is actually so easy to make. If you've always wanted to work with the squid black ink, I'm going to demystify it for you in this video, so let's do this. Okay, so let's talk about the squid and how to extract that black squid ink. Grab a squid and very gently pull the head off the body. The entrails should follow along, and you see this silvery blackish little thing right here. Now that's the ink sac. Detach it from the squid. You just cut the entire portion off with a knife and you keep that to one side. Repeat this process with the rest of your squid. Here's a mildly disturbing but might be fun for some of you, I don't know. You can actually get more squid ink from the eyes of the squid. Yup. So with a knife or scissors here, just cut an incision at the eye area and more squid ink should come out. So I don't do this ever because it just grosses me out. I'm getting goosebumps just doing this, okay, about the things I do for you. But yeah, you can basically get more ink by poking at the eyes. Before cooking, cut the sacs open. I just use my scissors to cut into them like this to release the ink. Anyway, with the rest of the squid, you want to take out the clear bone within and cut them up into rings, just like this. Give them a quick wash underwater to thoroughly clean out the insides. I like to clean the squid once I cut them up. It's just a lot easier to really clean the insides. Now you can also cook the heads and tentacles along, but I usually don't. I just don't eat them. But yes, you definitely can if you want to. Next, lemongrass. You'll be needing one. We're going to bruise the lemongrass first. Cut off the top half and then grab a pestle like I am, or with the back of the knife, you want to knock on this bottom portion right here. You should get something like this where you can see all the cool fibers. You need to do this to lemongrass before any cooking process so it releases the flavor, otherwise it just doesn't work. To a pan, add some oil and then over low heat, I am going to be adding some dried chili paste here. I have a recipe available if you want to make it from scratch, but you can easily buy these ready-made. I love mine spicy, so I am adding quite a bit of dried chili paste, but if you're not into the spice life like I am, then just use a couple of tablespoons of it, it's more than enough. To that, I'm also adding a minced ginger, minced garlic, and an onion cut into slices like this. So if you're making the dried chili paste from scratch, you can blend the ginger, garlic, and onion together with the dried chilies. And then we are also adding the bruised lemongrass, and this is Kaffir Lime Leaves. This is going to add a really nice fragrance to the dish. Skip if you don't have access to this. Make sure to tear the leaves before adding to the pan. Saute all of that together for about 5 minutes or until the dried chili paste has split. That's when the paste has sort of dried a little and the surrounding oil has turned red. It should also be really fragrant at this point. And then toss in the calamari squid rings along with the squid ink. And yes, you can toss that squid bit attached to the sacs. It just tastes the same as the rest of the squid basically. Give all of that a stir fry until the squid has fully cooked, which should be really quick. The squid ink should also start to turn everything black. You would notice, however, that mine is not completely black, but that's because of how much dried chili paste I added. So mine is more of a darker brown color. So if yours is more black than mine, then that's perfectly fine as well. The final step is to add some water for a bit more gravy. Now I prefer this thicker gravy. Some versions of this has a more watery, soupy consistency. Just add more water if this is what you're after. And finally, don't forget to season with salt. I don't need sugar, but if you want to add a hint of sugar to taste, you can as well. And once my squid is done, if you poke a fork through, it should easily go through and the squid is still soft. Do not overcook or else it gets rubbery. The dish is actually done. This was so easy and quick to prepare, literally 20 minutes from prep to plate, and this is one of my favorite busy weekday dish to serve. So give this a quick go and bye! If you like more quick stir fries, then click on any of these now.